Hi everyone, I'm so sorry for the delay. I was having some issues to start the reading. Could you please let me know if the voice and the picture and everything is actually looking good? Hi Michelle, how are you? I did your reading. I'm going to send it after this live. And Michelle, I was having some issues on uploading. I have no idea why. So I'm just finishing up, like I'm sorry, like I'm uploading it now as we speak, as I'm starting this reading. So once it's done, I'll definitely send it to you. Yeah, exactly right. Okay, so I'm so sorry everyone for the delay. I don't know why I suddenly had the issues on starting up the reading as usual, the new moon and everything. Okay, let me just say hello. Let me just say hi to those chat. Hi Alpha. Hi Lynn. Hi Isia. Salma. Asia. Hello Amelia. Empress Beauty. Hi Empress Beauty. Hi Amanda. Okay. Hi Maybell. Alright, so I think I've got the people. Alright, so not much today. We are going to start with the donation as usual. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. And for those of you who are just tuning in into the reading and you cannot see the live chat, there is no live chat there. So you just need to subscribe. So because I've put it for subscribers only, so you just need to subscribe and then wait for like around 5 minutes. It will appear. Then you can just like post your question there. So what else? And this is going to be a free and donation based live reading, which means the donation will take priority. And I'll do the donation first, and then I'll come back to the free reading. All I'm asking here is that, especially for the free question, to not spam the chat. That's all. So I'm just going to. Hi Maybell, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm starting with Lynn. That's the first one because she donated yesterday but had some internet issue. So Lynn, the question, I mean, like for your question, as he left, if not when. So I've got the Wheel of Fortune coming up twice, and I've also got the King of Wands energy coming up here, and the Eight of Pentacles energy coming up here. I'm not really getting a very strong yes at this point of time that he has left, especially with the Chariot coming up here. He will be leaving, is what I'm getting coming up here. Again, with the Chariot energy coming up here, this is basically talking about he's working on finding a way out. He's working on finding a way out, or like a way to get out. And I've also got the Eight of Pentacles energy coming up here, a very strong like working on it, like trying to find a way out, like talking to people. I'm getting a very very strong energy of working on it coming up here. And he's actually doing everything that he can, is also another thing that I've got coming up here. And then I've also got the Six of Wands energy coming up here. Again, I think this is almost the same like all the reading that I've done for you here, even though I'm not getting that he has left the place yet, but will be leaving up the place, and with this Six of Wands energy coming up, he is definitely going to be leaving up the place. And I've also got the Star energy coming up here, like this person is trying so hard to get out of this situation, but I keep getting that for some reason this stock energy that is coming up here, and for some reason like he just could not find a way out of this, is what I'm getting coming up here quite strongly. As for the time frame, I'm getting coming up here, I've got the number 7 I've got coming up. So either this could mean around 7 days from now, is what I'm getting coming up here. So I would say just give it like within the next 1 week and see if the energy changes. I feel like within the next 7 days is what I'm getting coming up here quite strongly, Lynn. I've also got the High Priestess energy coming up here quite strongly here as well. I feel like you are also having this very strong intuition, and your gut feeling is telling you. Again, I've also got the Tower energy coming up here as well. I feel like the unexpected what is it, like the unexpected fire or something like that could also be one of the reason why he couldn't actually leave, is another thing that I've got the number 7 coming up here. But he is definitely going to be leaving up the place and be coming up towards you. Let's say within the next 7 days is what I'm getting coming up here. So that's what I've got for you, Lynn. I'm not sure if you're here, but if you just coming to watch, like I've done your reading the first time, so you just have to rewind back to the very very first one. Okay, so that's it. Then let's see, Asia, I've got a question. Okay, so what is going on with Lee? Let's see. Is there an age gap between both of you here, Asia? Like either an age gap or oh, hi, Maggie. Okay. All right, so I'll answer you. And okay, there is an age gap. All right, so let's see, what do we have here? Slightly younger. Okay. So we've got the Page of Cups, the King of Pentacles. seems to be like a good person. Honestly, I've got here I was a little bit concerned about the Page of Pentacles. That's why I want to ask if there's like an age gap or like a little bit of immaturity, because this is like quite a different energy. The Page of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Because the King of Pentacles is a very strong energy, or someone with a very strong maturity is what I'm getting coming up here. So overall energy, I'm getting that it's quite good. I don't see anything. Just I'm just going to pull a couple bit more. Yeah, a quite good energy because I've got the Emperor coming up here as well. This person may seems to be coming up more mature and more, yeah, I'm getting like more mature and more grounded than the age, even though like the age is coming up. Even though like he may seems to be like a little bit younger, but the maturity level is what I'm getting coming up from him is really is quite high is what I'm getting coming up here. I'm also getting a very strong stability energy coming up from this person here as well, especially with this Emperor and the King of Pentacles. Now I feel like this is just part of his nature, I would say here, because honestly, I did not get the energy of like trying to impress you or like wanting to impress you for some reason that he's waiting for you until your appointment finishes. I feel like this is just part of his nature, especially with this Emperor and the King of Pentacles energy coming up. Yeah, it's quite interesting because if you look back to the reading that I've been doing for you the past few months, like the person that you asked me to be checking up on you as well, like sometimes like they can be coming up like there is just like something is wrong with them, like either too how do I say it here, like coming up little bit too much towards you. He's also a Scorpio. Okay, that's kind of, I can explain the Page of Cups energy. But I feel like this person is just quite good. Like I don't see anything negative, or I don't see anything concerning coming up here. At the same time, I'm also not also getting like so much energy of him like trying to impress you, or like trying to just like wanting to be in a relationship with you. I feel like this is just part of his nature, like try to take things out quite slow, and you will see like a lot of maturity energy coming up from him, and more grounded energy is what I'm getting coming up from him here. I'm also getting a quite stable energy coming up here as well. Now, this could be like within himself in general, could also be talking about financial stability coming up here, especially with this Ace of Pentacles. Now, I've also got the Six of Swords and the Three of Wands energy coming up here. I feel like both of you could actually like, I mean, like there is going to be like a lot more journey between both of you to come, I would say here. So just like try to, like see where the things leading out, because this is like one of the people that you can actually like just stay friends with, just to see if if it's actually going to be a blossoming into a relationship. Because yes, there is a very strong possibility of that. I've got the Ten of Cups coming up twice for you here, and then I've also got the Sun energy coming up here. I've also got the Chariot coming up here as well. But with this two Ten of Cups energy and the Sun energy that I've got coming up for you here, there is a very strong possibility that yes, this can go into a relationship, or this can be moving forward into the relationship. But one thing that I'm getting coming up from him here is that he's not really like looking for it, like okay, let me just like drop her, like let me just like see how things go, let me just like see how it goes, like just like take it one step at a time here is what I'm getting. So one thing that I'm getting coming up from him, if both of you choose like after some time, like getting to know each other, moving forward into a relationship, yeah, the stability is definitely going to be that. So this is one of the person that you could actually see yourself moving forward with, because energy wise, the maturity and the grounding energy, because it's also already coming up from the Emperor energy, which you are currently actually like coming up from the Empress energy. So there is going to be a lot of equal matchup between both of you here is what I'm getting. So quite good. Definitely someone worth being friends with, I would say, or someone that worth keeping in your life is what I'm getting here. So let's see next question. Who or what are you manifesting in your love life? See, this is exactly what I mean. Like, I just told you this. Like literally just now, I just told you that you deserve someone who is coming up as the emperor level, which is also what I've got coming up here as to who are you manifesting into your love life, because you're already coming up as this empress energy coming up here. So that equal energy of maturity, that equal energy of basically like both of you will be coming up from equal energy of maturity and understanding in general, is what I'm getting here. So, what kind of person that you are manifesting into your love life here? I've got the Page of Swords energy coming up here as the strongest energy. So this is basically talking about communication. Someone who actually can communicate quite well. And with this communication energy that I've got coming up here, it's not only about communication. I mean, like it's not only about communicating their feelings, like their emotion, but in general here is that like the way that the conversation has to be going between both of you here, like everything is just connected. So when it comes into like the flow of the conversation, like whatever you want to be talking about here, be it spirituality, be it some sort of like intellectual stuff here, like both of you just connected, like really really connected with here is what I'm getting. And then another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this emperor and the empress energy coming up here, like this is just the confirmation of the first reading that I did for you here. You are already coming up here as the empress energy. You are working so hard to be putting yourself in this particular empress energy. You are integrating with your divine feminine here. You are working within yourself here to get the stability, to get the maturity, like working towards your pain, working towards your trauma, to be finally coming up into that particular place. So you actually deserve to be with someone who is within your level here as well. So not someone who's actually like less than you is what I'm getting here, which is exactly what you're going to be manifesting here as well, Asia, the emperor energy coming up here. And I've also got a very strong new beginning energy coming up for you here as well. It's what I'm getting coming up here. And overall energy that I've got here is the Ten of Pentacles and the Sun energy. You are finally going to be, you are finally, like, it's not only about the person that you are manifesting, but also like the life after that, like the family that you are manifesting here as well. Like, how do you want to build up the family with this person? Like, what is the outcome? Let's just say here, 10 years from now, or like 5 years from now here, like once both of you get married, once both of you like have your kids, like how do you want to like start up the family here, like building up that stability energy within your family here as well is what I'm getting. And then I've also got the Wheel of Fortune energy coming up here again. With this Wheel of Fortune energy that I've got coming up here, this is definitely going to be like a very strong new beginning energy coming up here for you here. So whoever that you will be manifesting from now moving forward here, this is going to be like a completely new. And when I mean with a completely new here, like you are no longer going to be attracting that same type of like a negative and toxic energy, or just like a lower vibrational people in your life. Like you're going to be starting up attracting the people with the high vibrational energy with towards your life here is also another thing that I've got. And for the time frame of the number 3, I'm getting a very strong beginning of fall energy coming up for you here as well. So around 3 weeks from now, 3 days, 3 weeks to around beginning of fall, which is going to be around next month, the month of September. I feel like this is the time where you're going to see a lot more new people coming in into your life here within, many people coming in into your life here. and this is can be like one of your life partner, could be like just someone that you can open up with here, is what I'm getting for you, Asia. So that's what I've got for the second question. All right, let's see for the next one. What is his intention and feeling? If he hasn't tried to communicate with you, Asia, he would be doing. I've got that this person wants to like kind of like overthinking a lot about communicating with you or just kind of like approaching you. Here I'm getting a very strong overthinking energy that I've got coming out from him, and I've also got the Four of Cups energy coming up here twice. So this is more. I've also got the Two of Wands coming up here as well. A very strong stuck energy or feeling stuck energy, but the stuck energy that I'm getting coming up from him here is not because he does not have any other way to come towards you, but it's more of that he's overthinking and he's over worrying energy is what I'm getting coming up here. So it's like he's thinking about communicating with you, but at the same time, kind of like, okay, should I do this? Should I not do that? So most of his time here is gone just, like kind of like back and forth on this. Should I do this or should I not do that? A lot of overthinking energy is what I'm getting coming up here, but he does want to approach you is what I'm getting. So communication is coming in here if it hasn't already. I've also got the Five of Swords energy coming up. We are feeling a little bit defeated is also another thing that I've got. He may try to, I mean, like obviously he would try to make an attempt to come back towards you or to reconcile with you here once again. But the overall feelings that I've got coming up from him, apart from this overthinking energy here, he's definitely seeing you, or he's definitely putting you in such a high pedestal, because now he's actually starting to put you up as the Queen of Pentacles. So like he's starting to see you in a whole of a different light. Lately, I would say here with this Queen of Pentacles here, this could also be another reason why he's actually feeling stuck and feeling trapped within his emotion, within himself, afraid of moving forward towards you, because the way that he's seeing, and now this is all on his mind, the way that he's seeing you here, that someone is actually focused on yourself, someone that like he's seeing you as someone actually just focused on like doing your business, doing your work, focusing on yourself here. The main fear that I'm getting coming up from him, that what if you actually going to be ignoring him? Like now you are starting to do good in your life, to do good in like in generally in everything that you are doing here. Like what if suddenly like you just like uh going to ignore him and like not going to be like not going to be communicating with him, or just like completely ignoring him. So this is part of, I mean, like this is part of the fear. This is part of just how his mind works at this point of time. Let me see time. Yeah, the communication is coming up here, and I feel like not so long after, he even might try to attempt to come back towards you. He might try to attempt the reconciliation to happen. I've got the number 17 coming up here, so this could be like this month, August 17, or this could also be 17 days from now is what I'm getting here. So the communication first is going to happen, and then after the communication here, I mean, like not so long after the communication, depending on his own ego, depending on like how confident he's feeling within himself, because at this point of time I'm getting a very strong feeling defeated energy coming up from him. So how strong that he will be feeling, then he may even ask to reconcile with you. He even might offer you to have the reconciliation here. So that's what I've got coming up from him. And you let me know if there is anything that you don't understand. Let me just read it back up. Amelia, you can post your question while I'm reading back up. Yeah, he's definitely like a good he's definitely like a good person. So this is like one of the people that you can just like keep in your life, like to know that they're actually going to have your back at any time. Hi, blue sky. Yeah, within the next 3 weeks, late I mean like beginning of fall could be quite significant. You're welcome, Asia. I appreciate that. Okay, Amelia, I've got your question. Will you be moving in together by next year? Okay, for those of you who are still in the chat, can you please let me know if the video is working well or is it buffering like the voice and everything? There was something wrong with my phone suddenly just starting to buffer. So okay, great. Thank you, Danny. See, I'm going to do Amelia. So a short answer for that, Amelia, yes, I'm getting a very strong yes that there is a very, very strong possibility of both of you here to be staying out together by next year. At this point of time, I'm getting a very strong late spring energy. At the same time, by next year, okay, I hope it is working now. Okay, Amelia. So as I was saying earlier, there is a very strong yes, there is a very strong possibility of both of you will be staying up together by next year. At this point of time, I'm getting a very strong late spring energy as well as beginning of fall energy is what I'm getting coming up here quite strongly. At the same time, I've also got the Knight of Pentacles energy coming up here. The Knight of Pentacles energy that I've got coming up here is a little bit of either a slow moving energy or just like in general here, a little bit of like slow process energy is what I'm getting coming up here. So even though, yes, I'm getting that both of you together by next year, but I feel like it might be taking up a little bit like slow process or slow moving energy starting up from late spring to the beginning of fall. So anytime between that is coming up here quite strongly. But I've got a very strong yes. I've got the Ten of Cups energy coming up here. I've also got the commitment energy coming up here as well. So yeah, I'm getting a very, very strong yes that both of you will be able to be staying up together. Both of you will be able to be staying up together by next year. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this Nine of Wands energy and the Moon energy that I've got coming up quite strongly, this is all his energy here. Now, at that particular point of time, like starting up from the late spring to the beginning of fall, like any time between that, here I feel like this is the time that he's finally able to, like no longer coming up from a fearful energy, because this is the energy that I'm getting coming up strongly from him here. Very strong fearful energy is what I'm getting here, where he's putting up a lot of defensive wall up surrounding himself, and all of those stuff is definitely going to be and all of this is definitely going to be coming down here is what I'm getting. So that's what I've got coming up for you. Both of you finally going to be able to be working out together. I mean, like, especially for him here, he's finally going to be able to be working out together of within his fear and within all of this fearful energy, all of this defensive wall that he has been putting up surrounding himself. So at this point of time, yes, I'm getting a very strong yes energy coming up here for both of you to be staying up together by next year. So that's what I've got. Give me a minute. I'm trying to find what is wrong. Okay, I hope it's not going to. Okay, done with Amelia. Amanda, you can post your question, please. Okay, let's see what's coming up for the job for Amanda. Okay, so regarding the job energy that I've got coming up here, I've got the Six of Wands energy coming up for you. A very strong, victorious yes, and this is like a very, very strong yes energy coming up here. I'm also getting a late summer energy or the end of summer, as well as the end of August is coming up quite strongly here as well. But for the time frame that I'm getting coming up for you here, I'm getting the number 7. So anything can happen around 7 days from now to the late summer or towards the late August, like by the end of this month of August 2021 here. Another thing that I've got coming up for you here, I've also got the Seven of Cups. I've also got the Seven of Cups energy coming up for you here. This is basically talking about multiple options coming up into your way. So I feel like you're not only going to be hearing from one, but I'm getting that you will be hearing from multiple companies or multiple job interviews that will be coming up towards you. Like you will be going like towards the multiple job interviews, or like all of these interviews that you have been going. I mean, like all of this interview that you've been attending to here, you're finally going to be hearing from them here is what I'm getting. Another thing that I've got coming up here with this Lovers energy here, this is more I mean, like the job that I'm getting coming up for you here is honestly, I'm getting that you are working with other people. So it's like a team effort energy or like working within a team energy is what I'm getting coming up here. So within that particular job, I feel like there is going to be a lot of stability energy is what I'm getting, financially as well as emotionally speaking. Like I'm getting like a very strong teamwork or working within a team energy is what I'm getting here. I've also got the Ace of Cups energy coming up here as well. This is like a very strong energy of like you're finally getting the emotional satisfaction. So not only the job that you will be getting here is going to be giving you the financial stability, but also going to be giving you the emotional satisfaction energy coming up here as well. Again, I've got the world energy coming up here with the justice energy coming up here as well, and the empress energy. You are about to be walking. I mean, like you are already at this point of time here walking at the season of the abundance in your life. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this justice energy, this is where you're finally going to be getting all the justice that you deserve here. Like everything is just going to start falling into places in your life is what I'm getting coming up here for you, Amanda. I've got the two of wands energy coming up here. There might be a little bit delay, but the delay what I'm getting here is like it's not really like that that's something big, I would say here. Like I said, 7 days to around late summer or by the end of this month is what I'm getting coming up here, that you will be seeing a lot more communication, a lot more emails or job interviews, or could also be like you're finally coming up towards, I mean, like all the interviews that you've been attending to here, you're finally going to hear back from them here is what I'm getting. So that's what I've got for you, Amanda. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Yes, he's finally going to be letting go of that energy, Amelia, and you're welcome. Danny, what do you need to know about the month of August? Okay, there are a few things that I'm getting coming up for you here, but the most important one I've got coming up here is that with this consciousness of lack, I've got playing it safe, and then I've also got the intuition coming up for you here. The month of August, you are being asked to trust your intuition more than before. Here is what I'm getting coming up for you here, Danny. So I feel like you will be getting a lot of intuitive messages here with this a new creative endeavor coming up here. I feel like this is more into your career or more into your finances, but this could also be talking about some sort of like a hobby or like a new business endeavor or something new that you want to be doing here, some sort of like a new opportunities that will be coming up into your way. At the same time, I'm getting like a feeling a little bit self-conscious within yourself, almost like insecure, but I won't say that this is like this is insecurity energy. This is more of you like trying to talk yourself out of going towards a new opportunities, going towards something that you've been wanting to, something that you really really want, I would say here. So for some reason you're feeling within yourself here that you're not good enough, or you just like do not deserve to be getting anything, like this is this new whole opportunities, or this new whole uh, this new whole prospect, I would say here, is something that far beyond what you can do. So you're being too overly conscious about yourself, you're being too overly thinking too much or giving too much power on what you feel as your weakness instead of what you feel as your strength. Here is what I'm getting, Diana. This is something that you need to be stopped doing, I would say here. The month of August moving forward into the month of September, because the main energy that I've got coming up for you here is that the playing is safe energy. For some reason I'm getting that you keep talking yourself out of something, and this is something that you need to stop doing is what is what I'm getting coming up here, because I've got a very strong milestone energy coming up here for you. So this month of August, moving forward into the month of September, you're going to see a lot of your goals and your milestone are actually going to be accomplished here, is what I'm getting. And I'm also getting a very strong new connection coming in into your life here as well. Overall energy that I'm getting coming up for you with this freedom energy coming up here, it's time for you to give yourself the permission to just be free, like just open up yourself here to experience all of these new opportunities that will be coming up into your way. Live wild and free, choose your freedom, claim your independence. I've got intuition coming up here. Listen to the whispers of your heart, use divination tool to help you decide, trust your intuition no matter what. And then I've also got trust coming up here as well. Live into the unknown, have faith and move forward, believe you will fly. I've also got anger coming up here as well. Safely express your anger, use your anger as a positive force, honor all your emotion as sacred. Now, this might not exactly talking about anger, but in general here, this is talking about the emotion that you're feeling within yourself here. It's time for you here to be putting up yourself first. It's time for you here to be putting up your emotion first here, is what I'm getting. And then overall message that I've got coming up for you here is Goddess. Honor your divine feminine energy, see your inner beauty, love every part of you. Here's what I'm getting. So, what I'm getting coming up here is that for the month of August to the month of September, moving forward to the month of September, you are the only one that is keeping yourself like you are the only one who's actually like locking yourself out of these new opportunities, new prospect that will be coming up into your life. It's time for you here to let yourself shine. It's time for you here to open up, like to just let all the walls come down and just let yourself shine here, is what I'm getting, Danny. Those are the most important thing that you need to be focusing on for the month of August, throughout the month of September here. I mean, like throughout the month of August to the month of September here, is what I'm getting. That's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. You're welcome, Danny. Thank you as well. Okay, let's see with Maggie, and then after Maggie, we are doing the free reading. For those of you who are waiting for the free question, you may post it now. Let me scroll up on Maggie's. Okay, when you will meet the person you want to marry. So I'm getting a very strong number 8 coming up for you here, Maggie. So you may meet this person towards the end of this month, or it may take around 8 weeks. I don't think 8 months here. Late summer to 8 weeks is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here, for you, Maggie, for you to be meeting out with this person. I'm getting this person is definitely going to be someone that you will be. I mean, like there is a very, very strong soul connection coming up here between both of you. I've got the Lovers energy and the Two of Cups energy coming up here. So like the connection, the instant connection is just definitely going to be there. Like deep down, you're just going to know it. Like I'm getting a very, very strong soul connection here. Like both of you just like kind of like connected really, really well towards each other here is what I'm getting. I've also got the Six of Swords energy coming up here. For some reason, I'm getting that you haven't met this person. Like this is going to be a completely new person coming in into your life. But at this point of time, due to maybe like I'm getting a very strong distance energy coming up here. So there could be a distance between both of you at this point of time here, Maggie. And like after some time you will be meeting up this person. So I'm getting like a very strong end of this month, by end of this month, or this could also be talking about late summer. End of this month, late summer is coming up quite strongly, but maximum I would say here around 8 weeks, around, yeah, 8 weeks from now here is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly. I've also got the High Priestess energy coming up here as well. With the High Priestess energy here, like you would just like know with this person, like I'm getting like a very strong connection coming up here. So like trust your intuition on that is what I'm getting coming up for you here, Maggie. So that's it for your reading. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Skittles, I haven't received it, but you can just like post your question because I haven't received it. So you could just like post your question here. I can do it, and then you can just like check with a PayPal because I'm not seeing it, and I couldn't see the question for you, Skittles. So just post your questions here. Yeah, Aurelia, you can donate. I'm still opening out the donation, but I'm going to do the free reading first. I'm going based by the top question. Let's see, who do we have here? Okay, Alpha 2022. Will Taurus express their true feelings? It may take a little bit some time for the Taurus to express their feelings towards you. I'm getting the Two of Pentacles energy coming up here. They kind of like still going back and forth about this, so they will, but it will take some time. Is what I'm getting for you, Alpha. Salma, Sazal, true feelings towards you. They do have I mean, like they do have a very strong emotional feeling towards you, Salma, but at the same time, either because of the immaturity, could be due to the age gap. At this point of time, they still have a lot of things that they need to grow up with, or they need to be maturing up with, because even though they do have a very strong emotional feeling towards you, they are not really ready to act up upon those feelings, or they are not really mature enough to understand and to act up on those feelings and on those emotions. Is what I'm getting coming up for you, Salma. I see. How will Mahat feel about you after tomorrow? I'm getting a lot of overthinking energy coming up here. So if you're expecting him to, like do something, or like how do I say it here? Like I'm getting a very strong overthinking energy and a little bit delay in his movement. So you may notice like a slow moving energy from him by after tomorrow. I would say here. I see. Empress Beauty, why is Gordon being distant? Empress Beauty, why is Gordon being distant? See, I'm getting Three of Cups energy coming up here, and I've got the Justice energy. So there could be some sort of like an issue with a third party, and by the third party here, this does not necessarily mean another person. This could be like a family or friend, that someone that basically like there is good. I mean, like there is someone else, or there is like another situation that needed his immediate attention. I'm also getting a very strong Justice energy coming up here. Could be law related situation or legal related situation. Could be his friend or his family like currently being stuck in a certain law or legal issue, or I mean like his family or his friend, like, or someone that he knows here could be stuck within a certain legality or legal issues, is what I'm getting coming up here. Empress Beauty. So, alright, so score soul for Skittles. Okay, Aurelia, I'm going to do a Skittle first and then I'll do yours. Will you be able to afford a car soon? Yes, I'm getting a very strong yes coming up for you here. A soul for Skittle, like directly a yes, especially with this chariot and the Knight of Wands energy. Like this is the fastest moving energy that I'm getting coming up for you here. So yes, you will definitely be able to afford the car. The only thing that I'm getting coming up for you, I mean, like the only concerning thing that I'm getting coming up for you here is that, especially with this Knight of Wands energy, make sure that when you buy the car here, look for the. See, I'm not really a good car person, so you should actually like ask for someone who's actually really good with car or really good with the machine. But what I'm getting coming up is that do not only look for the model or do not look only for the how do I say it here, like the outer. I mean, like just not look at the model and how good it looks, but also like look at the performance here is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly. But I'm getting a very strong yes coming up for you here. Let me pull a time frame for that. I've got the number 4 coming up quite strongly for you here, Skittles. So this can happen. I would say 4 months from now, but I would say 4 weeks from now, 4 weeks to 4 months from now. So before end of this year is what I'm getting. Is what I'm getting coming up for you. But yes, a very strong yes here that you will be able to afford the car, especially with this chariot energy coming up. Like this is I mean, like this is already like a moving energy. So yes, the only thing that I would suggest for you here is that with this Knight of Wands energy, when you buy a car, like try to like bring someone that actually quite good with that, so you won't be like so you won't get deceived, I would say here, or someone won't be I mean like the seller won't be manipulating you, is the only thing that I'm getting coming up here. 4 days to 4 weeks from now is coming up quite strongly for the car. Thank you so much for your donation. Aurelia, is there any chance to meet and have a relationship with Andy? Okay, is there any chance to meet and have a relationship with Andy? Let's see. Is it okay now? Can anyone please confirm? I'm so sorry, I've got a sudden call, so that's why it was buffering. Could anyone please confirm that? Okay, it's clear. Okay, let's see Aurelia. If there's any possibility of. Okay, honestly, at this point of time, I'm not really getting a very strong yes for you to be meeting up with this person called Andy here. Aurelia, I'm getting a very strong. I've, I've got the Seven of Swords energy coming up here. For you, I've got Seven of Swords energy coming up here. I've got the Five of Pentacles coming up here. I've also got the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and I've got the Judgment energy with the Six of Swords energy coming up here. I'm honestly not really getting a good feelings coming up from this person. So try to be careful because with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles energy coming up here, this is a very strong imbalance energy, and there is also a little bit of deception and manipulation energy coming up here, especially related to money. So if this person is trying, like, let's say, like trying to get you to send them money, or like just like trying to find a way to get you to send them money or something like that, try to be extra careful with that, is what I'm getting coming up here. I've also got the Eight of Swords energy coming up here. Feeling stuck and feeling trapped is another thing that I've got. And I've got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles energy coming up here. I'm getting more effort will be made by you rather than this person, especially with these two energy coming up here. There is also a very strong of energy imbalance, or like an energy clash between both of you, because one of you here is coming up as quite stable, both emotionally, mentally, as well as financially. Another person is coming up as a little bit emotionally imbalanced at this point of time here, is what I'm getting. I'm not really getting a very strong yes for the relationship as well as for the meeting to happen between both of you. The only thing that I'm getting coming up here is that to be extra careful, because I'm not really getting a very good energy coming up here. So just try to take it with a grain of salt, like try to not really like completely trust this person. And even if like the meeting up has to happen, I would suggest for you here to arrange it in a way that they are going to come and see you instead of you are going to come and see them here, is what I'm getting. So I mean, like, make sure at all costs try to protect your own safety here, is what I'm getting coming up for you here, Aurelia. So yeah, that is the main message that I've got coming up for you. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I mean, I keep getting this financial situation coming up here, so try to not send any amount of money or any type of like, yeah, any type of money, I would say here, like financially, just protect yourself as well as your own safety here, as well, is what I'm getting. You're welcome, Aurelia. So let's see. Hi, Isabel. When or will you find love? So Isabel, when will Isabel find love? I've got the Three of Cups energy coming up for you here, Isabel. This can happen anytime from 3 months from now to the beginning of summer by next year, is what I'm getting. So, blue sky. How does Chris, the Cancer, feel about Raffia? Feeling a little bit conflicted within themselves here, is what I'm getting. I've also got the King of Wands energy coming up here. Either both of them could have a recent conflict, either recently or like in the past. Here I'm getting like a very strong conflict energy, and there is also a very strong stubbornness energy coming up from this person at this point of time as well. Blue sky. Jaden, what is Capricorn feeling towards you? Feeling quite overwhelmed. They want to come towards you here. I feel like the communication is going to happen or going to start happening pretty much soon. But at the same time, the communication is coming in like in and out energy here. So fast in and fast out energy is what I'm getting coming up for you here, Jaden. So there is like a little bit instability when it comes into the communication, when it comes into the communication energy here. And I'm also getting a very strong feeling overwhelmed and feeling burden energy coming up here from the Capricorn. No. Will you be getting the job by September? I've got the strength energy and I've got the Nine of Cups here. I'm getting more towards a very strong yes at this time. Heather, what do you see coming up for next month? what coming up for next month for Heather. I'm getting a very strong financial energy coming up here, and I'm also getting a very strong money energy, family energy. So is what I'm getting coming up for you here, Heather. So a lot of financial stability, a grounding energy coming up here. Even though I've got a baby energy coming up here, there is a very strong possibility of pregnancy or you are getting pregnant, but I'm not really getting that strongly. So I'm getting like a very strong family energy coming up here, like being as a family once again is what I'm getting coming up here, as well as a very strong financial stability coming up for you as well here, Heather. So hold on, I've got the donation. 1 minute, please, for those of you who have donated. That's the updated donation list, Mal. You can actually just copy paste that. Okay, so let's see what are Rebecca's feelings and intention towards you. So first one here, I'm getting a very strong of Psi energy. I would say here Alpha. For some reason that they're very shy or they are not sure how to be expressing themselves or how to be. I'm getting like a very strong trouble of communicating their feelings or just like communicating what is it that they want. I've got the Page of Source energy coming up here with the Ace of Source energy coming up here as well. The communication is actually going on, or I mean, like you're going to see some communication happening, but at the same time, it's kind of like one foot in and one foot out. They cannot express themselves too clearly on what exactly that they want or what exactly that they're feeling at this point of time. Here is what I'm getting. I'm also getting that they're actually looking for stability. I would say here, like just like being stable within themselves, because at the same time here, I'm also getting a very strong anxiety energy coming up from within themselves here as well. Feeling a little bit anxious, feeling a little bit very strong anxiety energy that I've got coming up here. Anxiety and trouble sleeping energy is what I'm getting coming up here as well. Overall energy that I'm getting coming up for both of you, I'm getting quite a victorious outcome, but I feel like you may need a lot of patience with this person and just kind of like giving them the space and giving them the time and the space to be quite comfortable about expressing themselves, about expressing the emotion here, because either a very strong shy energy is what I'm getting coming up here, or with this Four of Pentacles energy coming up here, they are just like not really comfortable or does not know how to open up themselves or how to open up, just like in general how to be open up, how to be opening up themselves here, is what I'm getting coming up coming up here. Overall, yeah, I keep getting the Six of Wands energy. I've got the Five of Wands energy coming up. They might even have like some sort of like an inner conflict within themselves. Again, like I said, they are not really doing good emotionally, I would say here. I mean, honestly, I'm getting here that she's actually being quite honest. I'm getting a very strong honesty energy coming up here, but at the same time, they're just like not really good with themselves. They are not really good with communication. They're not really good with just like communication in general. But looking into the energy coming up here is quite honest. I'm not getting anything of a deceive of like a deceptions or any type of manipulation here. Just give it time. Things are definitely going to be turned off victoriously here for both of you is what I'm getting coming up here, Alpha. So that's what I've got. You're welcome. No, Maybell, I haven't received it, but you can just like ask Malapali to add you at the donation list, so you can just like check it. Is it okay now? Okay, I'm just going to turn on the flash just in case it keeps on shutting down. For some reason, my phone keeps on shutting down. Um, so let's see if turning on the flash would actually help. Okay, give me 1 minute, Maybell. I'll definitely going to be checking out on that because let's see, maybe I've missed it somehow. But just post your question, Maybell. If in case I don't receive it, I'll email you. It should be, it should be there. Okay, Amelia, what is your question, Amelia? Why is your ex Chris reaching out after 5 years? I haven't answered your question, Kizzy, but I've received your PayPal. I'm going to do Amelia first, and then I'm going to do yours. So first thing I'm getting coming up for you here, Amelia, of what is that your ex is. I mean, like why did you ex reach out towards you here? The first thing that I'm getting coming up is a very overwhelmed and feeling extremely overburdened. Okay, first thing that I've got coming up for you here. first thing that I've got coming up for you here, Amelia, I'm getting a very strong feeling, extremely overwhelmed and feeling extremely overburdened. I'm also getting a very strong feeling guilty energy coming up here as well for you. So I feel like your ex will be trying to, like telling you about how sorry they feel and how sad and how regretful they feel here. That's the first thing that I've got coming up. Mainly here is like more of like trying to be redeeming themselves here is what I'm getting. I've got the sun energy coming up here, even though I'm not getting anything of any type of alarming energy coming up. I've also got the five of wands energy coming up here as well. There might be a little bit of conflict here and there, but overall energy I'm getting coming up from your ex here is that they are more feeling stressed out. They are more feeling overwhelmed at this point of time. Here is what I'm getting. Feeling overwhelmed and feeling extremely sad is what I'm getting coming up here. So you may find them like reaching out towards you, or you may find them like being completely like trying to ask for forgiveness is what I'm getting coming up here. Let's see. Is there any type of like I've got the justice energy coming up here, so this could mean two things. This is basically talking about getting the justice that you deserve, but this could also be talking about they might have some sort of like an issue with legality or legal system and might be needing some money. Here is also another thing that I've got. But overall energy that I'm getting coming up here, they will be expressing about how sorry they are, and like how sorry they are and how sorry they have been for hurting you. Here is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly. Just like just keep your boundaries high up here is what I'm getting for you here, Amelia. So that's what I've got. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. And let's see of Kizzy. So let me go back up. Mabel, you can post your question as well. So I can do that. Julia, I've already told you this yesterday. My minimum donation is $5. I'm not accepting any donation less than that. You've been told about this yesterday, and you keep doing it for today as well. So I'm going to refund you right away. So please do not keep on sending any donation less than what I've already put up. It's not fair for other people. And because you were new, I was okay with that yesterday, but not today. So the minimum donation is $5. No, Julia, I'll be refunding you this time. So just wait until I'm done with the reading. You may send the extra $3. I'll let my moderator put you in. But if not, I'll be refunding you by ending up this reading. So Kizzy, how does James feel about you? I will give you yes or no question at the pre-question, like once I'm done with the donation, but you cannot keep on donating less than what I've already put there. So no. I'll be refunding you right away after I'm done with the reading. And you can wait just like as everyone else waiting for the free question. So let's see, Kizzy, how does James feel? How does currently James feel about you? For you here, Kizzy. Sorry, the Ten of Pentacles coming up for you here. I'm getting a very strong energy of wanting to be with you, or like being a family energy coming up here. So the emotion that they have for you, or they do want to have a family with you here, is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly. I've also got the Ace of Wands energy coming up here as well for you here, Kizzy. So I feel like they're actually wanting to be with you, or wanting to start a new beginning with you here. At the same time, I feel like there is some sort of like another pressures or another issues that is currently going on within themselves at this point of time with this Ten of Wands. There is, I feel like there is some sort of like an issue or something like going on within themselves at this point of time here with this Ten of Wands energy, which might be causing up like a huge delay at this point of time here about him coming up towards your life, or just like in general everything is going to be taking off between both of you here. Overall energy that I'm getting coming up here, especially with this Three of Pentacles and the Six of Wands energy coming up here, this is a very very strong yes energy that I've got coming up here. Like the victorious outcome and the victorious, basically like overall energy that I'm getting here is that victorious outcome and positive outcome is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly. But I feel like there is going to be a little bit delay, or things might be moving forward in a little bit slow manner is what I'm getting coming up, is what I'm getting coming up for you here, coming up for you here strongly, Kizzy. So a little bit of patience is definitely needed at this time. For some reason, I keep getting like a very strong feeling overwhelmed and feeling overburdened energy is what I'm getting coming up here. Let me pull the outcome for you. I'm also getting a very strong overthinking energy coming up here as well. A lot of overthinking energies. So this is also serving as another huge delay that I've got coming up here as well. A lot of overthinking energy is another thing that I've got. But they do see you as someone who is emotionally mature. They do see you as someone who can actually understand them on an emotional level is also another thing that I've got. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that again with this Knight of Pentacles energy coming up here, a little bit of slow moving energy or a little bit of a gradual process moving energy is another thing that I've got coming up here. Time frame, I've got the number 6 coming up quite strongly here. 6 days, 6 weeks. I think I've also got a very strong late summer energy. So 6 days to 6 weeks from now to maximum late summer energy is another thing that I've got. Is another thing that I've got coming up here as the time frame. As the time frame I've got coming up for you here, Kizzy. Let me know if there is anything that you don't understand or anything that you want me to clarify. I just did refund them, Julia. So you need to check on your own PayPal. You're welcome. So, Kizzy, let me know if you have anything that you want me to clarify. You're welcome. Mabel, you can post your question, please. How does Jonathan feel about you? How does Jonathan? has the communication start happening between both of you here, Mabel? Because I'm getting like a very strong urge of communication, but at the same time, like trying to holding themselves off here is what I'm getting coming up here. With this two of swords energy that they're feeling, I mean, like they are trying to how I say it here, it's like they want to I'm getting a very strong communication energy coming up here. So if the communication hasn't happened between both of you here, it will be happening quite soon, because I'm getting like they're trying so hard to, I won't say to fight the urge of the communication, but just like not sure how things would go or how you would react if they communicate with you. So I'm getting like a little bit of confusion energy is what I'm getting coming up from them. That was the first thing that I've got here. But let's see. I've also got the Ten of Pentacles, the Emperor energy coming up here. There is a very strong fear that I'm getting coming up from them. Fear of you are ignoring them, or fear of you are being mad. I'm getting a very strong anger and fear energy coming up here quite strongly, Mabel. So I feel like they might be afraid that you would be ignoring them, or like they might be afraid that you being mad at them, like for some reason. Here is what I'm getting. I've also got the Emperor energy coming I won't say childish. They might be coming up as a little bit stubborn at times, but overall energy that I'm getting coming up here is that they're actually quite mature and quite grounded. But sometimes here, maybe because of that man ego or the masculine ego could be coming up here. Could be, I mean, like the masculine ego could be coming up, like they want to be seen as someone not vulnerable. So that ego energy could be coming up, like for example, like they are not communicating first, or they are not reaching out towards you first, but they're just waiting for you to be reaching out, and then after that they're going to be starting up the communication as, I mean, like just as the usual. So there is going to be like a little bit of stubbornness or ego based energy here and there. That is the only thing that I've got coming up from him. But the center energy that I've got coming up here with this Ten of Pentacles energy here, this is, I mean, like he does want to be with you, he does want to start a family with you here. Just the stubbornness, and yeah, stubbornness, kind of like the man ego is coming up quite strongly. That is the only thing that I've got coming up from him. But at the same time, he's also afraid that you could actually be super mad at him. I've got the Emperor energy coming up here, and the Ten of I've got the Emperor energy coming up here, and the Ten of Cups coming up here as well. So with these two tens energy that I've got coming up here, Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, yeah, this is a very strong of he does want to have a family with you. I mean, like both of you, I do see being in union, being in family together. Here is what I'm getting. Just a little bit of stubbornness here and there. I'm also getting a very strong distance energy coming up. If there is a physical distance between both of you, or even like an emotional one here, things are definitely going to be getting closer between both of you. Here is what I'm getting. So that's it for your reading. Thank you so much for your donation. I'm not sure what had happened. My PayPal has been acting up. So yeah, I'm so sorry for keeping you wait for way too long, Mabel. So I've got that. I'm just going to be closing out the donation list because my phone is acting up for some reason. So I'm just going to be finishing up the free reading. Okay, so I think I did. What did I did last? Okay, I cannot scroll back up. So I think if I'm not mistaken, I did Heather. So I'm just going. I did Heather. I did Jaden. So for those of you who I haven't answered, you can please repose your question. I've got Andrea. Let's see what we have here. Is your ex enemy hacking your family cell phone? So let's see. Andrea. I'm getting a very strong tower energy and the world energy coming up here. There is a very, very strong possibility, or at least one thing that I'm getting coming up from your ex here, Andrea. He's not, I would say here, like he's definitely not up for any good. So there is a very strong possibility of yes. Okay, I did Jaden. Amelia done. Libra love. What do you see coming? Libra love. What do you see coming for you and Sagittarius this coming week? If both of you have been in communication, or I mean like the communication things are actually looking good for both of you. The communication is going to be, you know, like gradually improving. The only thing that I'm concerned coming up for you here, Libra love, is that the Sagittarius might be getting a little bit defensive, or just like in general here, I'm getting like a very strong defensiveness energy that I've got coming up here. So try to not be feeding up the ego is what I'm getting coming up for you here, Libra. So just pay attention to that. But communication is actually going to be improving. Like the communication and things in general between both of you here is actually going to be improving here. Is what I'm getting for you, Libra. Non-Zuzo. Non-Zuzo Joy. I hope I'm Joy. Will you be getting a better job soon? I've got a very strong anxiety energy coming up here. You've been feeling a little bit of anxiety and kind of like feeling trap energy. Feeling a little bit of anxiety and overall energy that I'm getting coming up here is feeling a little bit trapped within yourself. I'm getting a very strong yes, but it may take around either until late late August or kind of like around the month of September is what I'm getting coming up for you here quite strongly, Joy. So yeah, I'm getting a very strong yes that you will get a better job, but it may take a little bit some time here is what I'm getting. Okay, Heather, I did your question. I think I said like a very strong financial stability or a reunion as in general is what I'm getting coming up for you. Mm. Oh, okay, Amelia. So yeah, I think all is good with your ex. It might be a little bit of um, I don't see anything alarming honestly, but I don't even see like anything like really really positive happening as well uh, for both of you, Amelia. So next one here is just Winder. What is JS next actions towards you? Let's see what will be JS next action towards you. I'm not really getting any immediate action or any immediate movement coming up from this person. I'm getting like this person will be taking up their time, like quite a slow moving energy is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly from this person. I've also got the two of swords energy coming up here. So with these two energy that I've got coming up for you here, a little bit of confusion, a little bit of slow moving energy is what I'm seeing coming up quite strongly here for you, Jaswinder. Jolia, I already told you like the donation is closed. Like literally, me and Malapali already said that. Why couldn't you just like respect our decision? I'm going to refund you. Please stop doing this, Julia. I might end up blocking you as well. Like, I literally already posted that donation is closed. I'm not accepting any more donation at this point of time because of the connection issue within myself. Like, just stop doing it. I've just refunded you, Julia, and please stop, just stop doing the back and forth thing. So just window is done. No, I just receive it like after I put the donation closed. Just stop. I just refunded you here, and you keep doing this, I may actually end up blocking you on PayPal and on my chat. Just window is done. Kizzy is done. Andrea done. Libra done. Nate, what does Anne want to know about the connection with W? On this relationship here, Nate. At the same time, I'm getting like a little bit of ego energy or stubbornness energy is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here. Either there is a significant age gap between both of you, or in general here, like one person is more mature out than the other. The main thing that I've got coming up here, even though there is a lot of emotional feelings towards each other here, a little stability coming up quite strongly here as well for both of you here, Nate. You should have actually already received the refund. So please check. Okay, Julia, this is the last time. The next one you send the money, I'm definitely going to be blocking you on everywhere. Like I'm dead serious. So who is next? Okay, I think I've done with Nate. Malapala, you can post your question, please. What lies ahead of Gemini and you? Let's see. The relationship is definitely getting stronger, is what I'm getting coming up for you here, Mal. I've got the strength energy coming up here. I'm getting a feeling a little bit of defeated energy coming up here. This could be coming up from you, could also be coming up from him. With this Five of Wands energy coming up here, very strong feeling defeated energy, or just like overall in general here, like might be overthinking a lot is what I'm getting coming up here. what lies ahead between both of you here? I've got the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles energy coming up here. So honestly, I don't see any type of like an issue or anything concerning coming up here with this both of this energy, because this is talking about a very strong union energy coming up here between both of you. So things between both of you is definitely coming up quite strong. I mean, like things between both of you here is definitely coming up. How do I say it here? Things are definitely getting quite strong between both of you here is what I'm getting coming up here. So there is nothing significant of issue that you need to be worrying of here, especially with these two energies that I've got. The communication is definitely going to be happening. I've also got the Page of Swords energy coming up here. There might be a little bit delay in the communication, but with this Page of Swords energy that I've got coming up, the Page of Swords that I've got coming up here, and the Ace of Swords energy coming up here, I feel like he might be reading up your message by today. So just like keep me updated. I mean, like just message me if he hasn't read your messages by today. We are going to look. We are. I'm definitely going to be looking into that. But with this two energy that I've got coming up here, I feel like he might already be reading out or will be reading out the message by today. Like just give it until today is what I'm getting coming up here, because I'm getting a very strong communication energy coming up here as well between both of you. So just let's wait until today here. I've also got the Knight of Cups energy coming up here. So there's going to be a lot more initiation starting up from him. Like he's going to be like coming up as quite nice here is what I'm getting coming up. Like pretend. I won't say pretending. Like just like forgetting about everything that happened between both of you. Like being too nice and just like coming up towards you. In a much more nicer way, I would say here is what I'm getting coming up here, Mark. So just wait until today. Just keep me updated here. I feel like I'm getting a very strong communication energy coming up here for you by today. So by today, here is what I'm getting coming up here. So that's it for your reading, and thank you so much everyone who are tuning in uh, for the for the live reading. I'll see you guys next on the next upcoming full moon. And hope you all have a good day, stay safe, and be blessed. Bye bye.